Hello, welcome to another week, and this is down at Glen Rushen Mines. So, sorry, I'm just going to have to stay in shot because it's going to try and kind of play around. So this is a line of old miners' cottages, I think, which have come out for a bit of a wander, and it's absolutely fantastic. So if I spin you round, you've just seen me walk along this line, but it's, hang on, dog's going the opposite way. Come on, Mibs, this way. But if you look in, you can see absolutely amazing things. So that's the height of the road, just back up there. And let me see if I can pan you. Oh, there we go. First person view, that's the one we want. Oh no, not zoom. Oh, terrible at this game. Yeah, so you can see there's two fireplaces up there. And obviously that's another fireplace or something in the middle. But they're well cool. Each one seems to have a tree in it. But no, they're absolutely amazing. Whether they were working down at the mines down here, or there was mines down in Glen May, which that road carries on down to, I'm not 100% sure. But absolutely amazing to come and have a look at it. So we're just out for a bit of a wander. We're going to go have a look at the mines up the top of the hill as well. So just up the hill from where those cottages are is the Rushen Mines itself. I can't remember the actual name of this because there's a couple of different mines up and around here. This is obviously where the mines were on this building. There's evidence of a couple of shafts and stuff around here, but I did at one point see a map of all this, but I can't remember where it all is. Not an awful lot left here, and it's really hard to try and work out kind of what was here. But obviously this is all very, very old in comparison to anything now. And that's actually a leaning chimney. You see that? That's got a right lean on it over to this side. We've just been down around that, and you can actually see into the bottom and up. I didn't take any pictures of it. There is obviously this building here, which is, I'm guessing, was like a machine shed or something, which then makes sense for that chimney to be from steam or something. And I would imagine just here, I bet that's a shaft. That'd be one of the shafts, which has had a big concrete cap put on the top of it, because that's right outside the machine shed. So that makes sense for windings over the top. Yeah, absolutely amazing. A lot of history, also awful lot of history all over the Isle of Man with this. There's a lot of industrial history here. I have to keep trying to have a look around and let you see a lot of it. See you in a bit. So we've now just moved down onto the west coast, and this is at a place called Niarbel. So we were just up on the top of the hills over there, is where the mines were, and this is the west coast, which is looking all the way down towards Port Erin and Bradda Head. So that hill, the kind of last one you can see there with a little tower on just before the edge of the rock, is Bradda Head, and then the area of land, I think you just saw my lad stack it. Great. The last area of land that you can see down on the right there, that is the Carfer Man. So that's actually separate from Isle of Man. This outcrop here, so as I was saying, this outcrop here goes just all the way out into the sea. It's absolutely wonderful looking down here. A little bit of bird life, nice clouds. And I think this is actually supposed to be linked to Canada or something. I can't quite remember what it said, but there's a fault line somewhere here which separates us from them. Yeah, so there's a lot of geology around here, but it's an absolutely amazing place to go. So it is Sunday, and tomorrow is Bank Holiday Monday. So we're going to be blocked in because of the racing all day, you know, not getting out for that. But I was just looking at those. Let's see if it lets me zoom here. Oh, it is going to let me zoom. I was just looking at these field systems on the hill over there, and absolutely amazing at the land that used to be used. So that is downhill of a, I can't remember the name of the place. I'll have to try and remember it later. But there's basically a house up there, Erie Cushlin. So that's Erie Cushlin. Sorry, finger's very big there. Erie Cushlin is just the top of that hill, and that is Cronkneary Lay is the hill off behind it. And those field systems would have been used and actually farmed, which is absolutely amazing to think of. You know how steep that is with the drop off at the end. Yeah. So I'm going to go carrying and having a little bit of a wander around here and follow my children, which have decided to climb up onto the headland. Yes, it's like Scott of the Antarctic, but out in the Arble. Right, see you in a bit. Well, I can officially say we live in an absolutely beautiful place. Absolutely stunning, isn't it? Amazing. Right, let's get some proper video done. Morning, it's Tuesday, and yes, at the moment I am back on the phone. Ooh, look at the colour in them clouds. It's fantastic. I'm back out at Crellins Meadows, the area where I was moving that big pile of soil, and I have the subsoiling, and it's on the class, which is all over there, but we just had 2 shear bolts break, so I had to go back to the farm to get the shear bolts. So, what is a shear bolt? Well, shear bolt is a bolt that is sacrificial, so it breaks before, it breaks before the machine breaks. So this is quite a rusty shear bolt, but you see them 2 weak points on it. The idea is they snap to protect the big bits of metal so you don't bend or twist anything. Now we found a log and it managed to break 2 of them, which is unusual. So I've got 2 to replace. I do have a shiny one, so we found 1 new one and 1 old one, so it's better than nothing. And we're just going to try and see what we can get done. So I'm going to walk over there and then I'll show you replacing it. I got so twisted up in trying to do a TikTok video, I almost forgot to show you. This is a subsoiler. So what a subsoiler does is it breaks up the ground, it lifts it, it allows air and water in. We're set fairly shallow at the moment, but you can run pretty deep with these. You know, most of them shanks in under the ground. Now the shanks have fallen over various wear parts. That's separate, and the tip is separate, so they're replaceable as a wear part, so that you don't end up wearing away the big bit of metal. They got all replaced 2 years since, so I sorted them out. We have been subsoiling out here. I'll just show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like once it's been subsoiled. You can see it's been lifted up. It's put these peaks in. This will then get kind of cultivated in. Now their cultivator there, which they're using, is actually a subsoiler with a set of discs on the back as well. So that's got ripping tines to just break it up, but we just wanted to get rid of the compaction which we've caused by going over moving this stuff. So shear bolts go into the hole. This is a rusty one, it's not ideal. Into there, and then this nut's not going to go all the way on, but yeah, here's one I did earlier, which the nut is all the way on. So that one had snapped, that one had snapped. So I'm going to get them, I'll get that tightened up as best I can, and then we'll go crack on. Right, so here we go, subsoiler's going. It's here there, we just need to steer. So I've still got a squeaky seat in this. I am in the class because we couldn't actually find the New Holland. Someone had moved it and I thought it'd been borrowed by someone, so I was like, oh, they've got it, until I messaged them and they went, no, we haven't got it. So I have found it. It is on the yard still, so someone must have moved it for something. So yeah, subsoiling. Right, better crack on. Whoops. Okay, so that was not my best of ideas, but power harrow's on. So yeah, we're going power harrowing. See you in a bit. Better turn that down, Anna. So we are power harrowing out here where we had the subsoiler yesterday when the shear bolts broke. Just going over this, trying to kind of free it up a bit and not get stuck because it is very wet. We were chancing it there. Lots of seagulls coming to join me, it appears. If it gets a bit further on, I might chance this outside, although I've already dropped it off the power harrow once, so I need to be careful, don't I? The other subsoiler has gone. The one that was here, the one that was over there, has disappeared. So they've obviously been out, collected that, and yeah, lots of seagulls. Just had to get out to move a log that was stuck, so I've just lifted that up, and whilst I'm here I just want to show you what the power harrow does, because it's up in the air and spinning. So you can see there the tine's turning. Obviously we don't get any closer than this, because if you've got anything in there it'll pull you in and eat you. But you can see how it stirs the ground as it goes along with the tines overlapping each other. So just just an interesting view, I thought. So you can see what it is doing out here. The ground is starting like that one, finishing like that one. So yeah, it's a bit wet. There's damp places like down here. It's a nice little muddy puddle full of bird footprints, and all the birds now going over there. Oh, what's it doing? Still not getting to grips with this camera very well. I will work it out. Nice looking tractor there though, isn't it? Well, as you just saw, I think I found a bit of a wet patch in there. Took a bit of getting out, and typically everyone else turns up at the same time. So just as I did that, the contractors turned up with their tractors. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Well, that's Arthur going away. Tractor on the headland there. Yeah, everyone had to turn up when I get stuck, didn't they? I've just received some lovely new bits for the 35 here from Agriline. This is a new adjustable winder leg thing, and going to get that fitted. Really impressed at how that's come. That's really nice. I've also got, is it going to let me do it? Hang on. Nope, that one. Drawbar set. So this is a drawbar which is going to go on the bottom of the tractor where the rusty bit there is. Just need to get some new, bring it back, new bolts for that, because it needs to be UNC, I think, which is metric. So I just need to get some bolts for that, and then I can get that on. But I'm going to get the winder on, which obviously goes down here on this. Here it replaces that bit, because this is a bit temperamental and doesn't always work. So yeah, got one of them bits. I've also got the hydraulics to go on, which I showed you them bits. That replaces this here. No, what's it doing? This replaces this here, and gives me a spool valve and stuff. So I've got to work out how that goes on and where it's going to sit and whether I need to adjust the seat. So yeah, lots of bits and pieces to do. So I better get on with that, because I'm meant to be digging a trench as well. Good morning, it is Thursday, and we started this week's video in, in Glen Rushen, down at the mines. Now the river that was there is this river that I'm just approaching now. This is Glen May, this is the bottom of Glen Rushen, and don't know if you can see too much of it. Let me spin you around, 1, 2, 3. Some of you have seen here before. This is where we found that drone that had crashed, that's still sat in my garage. Never found an owner for it. That's a pretty deep pool there, and another waterfall there. And what I'll do is I'll go down to the bottom. Yes, I will, because the path's open. So it's a long way down. But yeah, so as I was saying, when I was up at Rushen Mines, there is a lot of history, industrial history. There is actually a mine further down this valley as well. Yes, I can't get down to the bottom. The glen is actually closed, heading off down because of a landslide, because as you can see, it is pretty steep. Now it is a wonderful walk. Ooh, let the camera catch back up there. Wonderful walk when you can do it, and hopefully it'll be open in due course. So as I say, this is Glen May. This is Glen May Waterfalls, and there she is. Absolutely stunning. So there's about 3 waterfalls which make up the drop coming down. There's another little one behind me, and then the glen goes off. But absolutely amazing. Really impressive to see. You know, this is a big overhanging wall up at the top of us there, and then it heads off downstream, off down towards the mine. So I think that's about it for this video. Tomorrow is Friday. Now the roads are closing halfway through the day, so it has been I don't really know what I'm going to be doing, so I'm going to finish the video today here. Still waiting for a load of machinery to arrive. Whether it arrives next week, I don't know, because next week is race week for the TT. So at that point, it is going to be absolutely chaos with road closures during the day. If the weather doesn't play well, there'll be, they've got the contingency days, and they'll have to come in and be shut on evenings. So we're hoping for some good weather so they can get it all done, doesn't interfere, and I will try and get some footage. So at which point, thank you so much for the likes, subscribes and follows. It means so much. And yeah, enjoy the weekend. See you later.